Hello. Here are the 10 most frequently asked questions that I get. Number one is, how did I get started as an artist? And I do have a video about that, how art saved my life. So if you want to check that out, it's easier. But the short version is, I had a dream for 5 nights. I was going to paint this painting. And then I got diagnosed with breast cancer. And then I lost my job as a technical writer. And then I became a professional artist because the painting I painted um, inspired me. So that's that answer. What inspires your work? Okay, so initially, because I lost my job, I got really excited when I could create anything out of my mind and put it on canvas because I had never really been a painter or done any kind of art. And that made me happy because I could make money. And plus, I got to see people get excited about what I created too. So that was very interesting to me to be able to do that because I'd never done that before. Let's see, number 3. What materials do I use? Okay, so I have done everything so far as because I am new, fairly new, 9 years now, but I'm not a trained artist. So I had joined like these monthly kit clubs and I had gotten different exposure to materials that way. I had used spray paints because I did like sides of hotels and just different kinds of acrylic paints. And mostly now, though, I have found that even though I paint canvas and everything, I do love to paint on wood. That might be another question, but I like to paint on wood because it absorbs it and it changes what you're doing. So I like to use different materials, different things when I'm painting. How long does it take to complete a piece? It takes just, until it's done. It's like when it's done, it's done. Do you ever get artist block and how do you deal with it? I'm blocked on that question. I would say that, when I have something that someone's commissioned me to do, or there was an ask, and I'm doing that, I will do it to completion. And when it's done, it's done. And then, I don't know, I'm not just constantly every day doing art. I do other things to fulfill my time, like working out or taking walks or doing puzzles or reading. I read a lot. So, plus I have a day job, full time. Do you make a living from your art? No. So initially I did when I first got diagnosed with cancer, and then I went on this journey. I lost my job as a technical writer. Again, that's in that video. And then I had no choice but to make art. And I think at first people were like, they wanted to help me. So they were hiring me to paint things. But then like when I started painting the sides of hotels and doing big murals and stuff, then I was making a lot of money in St. Louis. But when I went back into the tech writing field and then I moved to Vegas, my art changed and it was more like drum show art. And of course I'll sell a piece, I'll get a commission, but it is not my full-time income. I would love for it to be someday, but for now, this is the journey I'm on. Let's see. If you want to commission a piece, the next question was, can I commission a piece? A lot of people ask me that. I always discuss what they're wanting with them and see if I have the ability to create something nice for them, because that's the thing. I am not and a lot of people are like, don't let this bother you, but I'm not a trained artist. Like I didn't go to college for art. It's just all like research and I just see what flows out of me. So if there's something that's asked me and I don't think I could do it, I have turned things down before. And I also I don't like to paint. There was a while there where I was doing a lot of portraiture, and sometimes the people had passed away, and it's hard, especially like when they're children. I don't like to paint those. It's difficult for me. How do you price your artwork? So that is number 8. It depends. I charge $1 square foot, which is really minimum compared to like some people I know what they charge. But because of how I became an artist, and I dreamt I was going to be an artist, and I got this gift kind of given to me, I have a tendency to just give the art away. It's probably why I'm not making a living as an artist. Um, but like for a guitar or something, it just depends on what they want on it, the material used, the time that would go into it, etc. Number 9, what advice would you give to aspiring artists? Uh, just create, it's like, and you don't have to create for an audience or anything. I'm choosing by starting this YouTube channel. I'm hoping one day to retire doing this full-time YouTube stuff. So just work, create art. So that's all you can do. What's your favorite piece? What's your favorite piece you've ever created and why? Oh, that's easy. So that's Lunatic. And that is the painting I dreamt of when I first became an artist. And I dreamt of her for 5 nights. I painted her initially in black and white. And once I had survived breast cancer for a year, I updated her to color. And for many years, I would post monthly to remind women to do self-breast exams because I'm a 9-year breast cancer survivor. So that's been my most important piece. That and probably Alice Cooper, which was my first color painting. And that when I painted Alice, that's really kind of what launched my rock and roll kind of career. And that's it. So I hope these questions were helpful. And if you have any more, just keep writing me. Thank you. Subscribe and like and all those good things. All right.